Welcome back guys, and today we are here with another deck, and this is one, to be brutally honest, I don't think I've got to a place I'm 100% happy with, but this is a Golgari green-black mid-range deck. Like I said, this has been an absolute nightmare for me to build. I've been through so many different variations, but generally the card I'm trying to build around is Lifecrafted Bestiary, and build around is a very generous term. I mean, I want a deck where this thing is pretty good. And I started off with like a bunch of like Fleshbag Marauders and like evolutionary leaps and stuff, and it was with like visionaries and a bunch of creatures to sacrifice, and it just never was happy for me. And then I thought, so like instead of playing 1/1s which draw you a card, why don't I just play a 4/5 for 2 mana? So then I thought, well, let's get rid of a lot of the sacrifice themes of the deck, apart from Eldritch Evolution, which we'll get into in a second. But and this is kind of where we ended up at, and then I thought, why not throw in some early ramp so we can get a 4-drop or a 5-drop a turn early, which is pretty powerful in the mid-range deck. So Druid of the Cowl came in, and voila, here we are. So as you can see, the deck is fairly grindy. I think that's the term I wanted to go for with this, and it kind of dirtles a bit and stuff. And I'm not particularly sure where to start, but removal-wise, I guess I'll go through removal. We run 3 Fatal Push, because we run quite a few permanents that can leave the battlefield, such as clues, there's clues and obviously they kill the creatures, Eldritch Evolution, all this good stuff. It all works together in the end. And I think it is slightly better than Grasp of Darkness, which is what it's competing with, because double black on turn 2 is relatively hard, especially when all your good green creatures of course, are green, so... Removal wise, we run 3 Fatal Pushes. We also run 2 Henny's Expertise, because we don't really mind any of these early creatures once they've gotten some value, like Sylvan Advocate gets out of range, Just Watch a Critter, normally you can draw a couple cards, etc from it. And then Druid of the Cowl, once it's generally done its job, it can go, sort of thing. And then maybe you can put look at all the powerful 3-drops you can slam into play. Uvenwald Mysteries, Lifecrafted Bestiary, Sage if they've got their vehicle, Talus Track. I mean, like I said, there's no shortage of 3-drops in this deck. It's mostly... I found the expertise is very good in this deck, Liliana obviously. And then of course we run a couple creature ones, such as Guiltleaf Winnower. Pretty good card. If you look, sorry, just punched my mic. There's a surprising amount of creatures which have an uneven power or toughness, which makes it quite satisfying. The only thing I can think of is like a green Gearhulk is an issue, but then again we've got artifact removal for that. Noxious Gearhulk, and so as you can see, most of our removal is creature based. It's maybe we could throw in a couple murders. I wouldn't be against that, but then you're low on your creature count. Get back in here, Nissa. And then early creatures, not really going to say much. They're pretty standard mid-rangey creatures. Same with the Nissa and Talus Tracker. if you're in a green mid-range deck, these cards make the cut. Lifecrafted Bestiary, which is the card I was talking about before. So this thing essentially makes every creature into an Elvish Visionary for 1 extra green mana, which is pretty powerful. You can grind out pretty late, and the scry is actually pretty nice as well. I've enjoyed this card whenever I've cast it. It's like I said, it's especially good if you can cast it off like an expertise, but even if you're in a slow grindy matchup, this thing can get out of hand pretty fast. We won 1 Uvenwald Mysteries. It used to be an Evolutionary Leap. I just don't like Evo Leap anymore. I really don't. It just holding up the green mana is hard, and then I don't know. Whenever I was drawing Evo Leap, I was not impressed by it, and I've drawn this a couple times, and I'm slightly more impressed by it. Plus, it makes clues, which works well with some of our sacrifice themes. Eldritch Evolution, I have been very impressed with in this deck. Being able to, like, against an aggro deck, just sacrifice one of your 2-drops to get a Kalitas is pretty nice, but some of the sicker players is sacking a Treasure Keeper to get removal spell. Green Warden and Marassa getting back the Treasure Keeper, which is just value on a stick, and of course Woodland Bellower. So I found Evil Leap very good in this deck, and even like sacrificing a 1/1 from the clue to get Sylvan Advocate isn't terrible. I've been impressed by it. It's situational, but I like the card and I want to see where it goes. And yeah, so that's really Eldritch Resolution. Liliana is just value. You can get back a big creature, or you can just plus to ultimate. Sometimes a turn 3 Liliana just wins the game, especially if you can back it up with removal, which this deck can do. And then oops, I win button. That's all you really got to say about Kalitas. Treasure Keeper works well with the sacrifice theme, and there's a lot of good 3-drops again to reveal. I mean, we've got Ulvenwald Mysteries, the Lifecasters Bestiary. Like I say, there's a lot of getting these early stuff out fairly cheap. Same with Henny's Expertise, it's a sweeper, but we went through that anyway. The Gitrog is a big frog. He's in any green black deck because again, if you're playing green black and you're not mid range and you're not playing this guy, it's just that you're not trying to have fun. I discovered an interesting fact with this guy, which I'm not sure if it's a bug or if I'm just bad at rules, but on end step I had like 20 cards in hand, so I had to discard. And when I was discarding lands, he was drawing me cards, which made me have to discard again. I was stuck in a kind of a permanent loop, and I'm not sure if that's how it's meant to work or not, but I thought it was funny either way. I ended up discarding like 10 lands in a row just out of fun. But then we got onto some more Planeswalkers, Obnixilis and Nissa, both of which, and with Gitrog actually, all these 5-drops as well, we run quite a lot of 5-drops, they work well with Rishkar's Expertise. Of course, being able to Rishkar's Expertise into a Planeswalker is brutal. Same with even a Gitrog or a Guiltleaf Winnower, and that works as well. And then the late game, not really much to say. Gearhulk is just powerful removal, Green Warden just gets you back your best stuff, and Woodland Bell is just a great mid-range card. And the other Expertise, of course, I love this card, and I think it might even be better here than it is in Ramp, which is saying something. Mana base is fairly straightforward. The dual rare lands and 3 Evolving Wilds. And by the way, I don't think I've ever said the mana base isn't straightforward, but that's just generally how I roll. I don't really do maths, I kind of just wing it. But this is the mana base. 3 Evolving Wilds to trigger Revolt for Fatal Push, etc. And Tireless Tracker, get Rock Monster, all that good stuff. So that is the deck, and like I said, I'm not too happy with it. I don't think it's optimized, but we will see where it goes. And will it be the deck to end our streak on this ladder that we call the Magic Duels ladder? And so not really too much to be saying really. The tournaments are starting up again on the Steam Showdown, the Xbox tournament. If anyone's interested, then head over to NGA and you'll be able to sign up. I'm not particularly sure if I'm going to sign up this year, not because I don't know, it's just I don't know what I want to play. Like last time I kind of just threw a generic black-green aggro deck together and kind of just went, a black-red aggro deck together and just went, yeah, let's roll. But I didn't really enjoy it just because the deck was, everyone knows how to play against black-red aggro, so, and I didn't do particularly well, of course. I went 1-4, that might have contributed, but anyway, let's put that behind us, that painful memory, and jump onto the ladder. This seems acceptable. Who are we playing today? Gogs69. He's clearly 31, I don't know, 41, 48 years old? I don't know. I should be able to figure that out, but Thriving Turtle. Thank God we've got the Fatal Push, otherwise we'd be in trouble here. Do I just kill that thing if he pays the energy into it? And to be honest, I really think I do. If he pays the energy into it, of course. Because, next turn I'm going to be going Duskwatch, and the turn after that I might want to activate Duskwatch, so I don't see me fail pushing anything in a while. If he doesn't use the energy on it, I'm probably not going to go for it. I think that's my standard. And obviously I'll wait to end step to see if he plays something better, but I don't know, Thriving Turtle is I don't know, I've said this to other people, whenever my opponent plays Thriving Turtle, I never feel like I'm going to lose the game, no matter how bad the situation is, so he's attacking. I don't I could be on 1 life versus 8 Thriving Turtles, and I'd just be like, I'm going to win this game, it's going to happen somehow, I'll just top deck the card. It's just, the card is mindless optimism, but yeah, that thing's dying. Unless he has an Essence Flux. But yeah, that's kind of one advantage of Grasp there, wouldn't have been too great there. Okay, we've got all our colours, double green, double black, and we have a Resolved Duskwatch, which he now has to decide whether to go onto the board or deal with it, and kind of hoping he doesn't do anything to it because I really want to activate the ability, because then I get a turn 4 Git Rock Monster plus the creature I get from this, which will be pretty nice. So, let's see if the Simic Energy can find a creature. If he passes the turn, I'm not going to attack because he could have Bounding Crisis or Void Grafter, but he's playing Imperial Voyager, which I can't attack into actually. I think it's going to generate some energy. This game is not a guarantee, but we just activate this now, might as well. Because I have to do it on upkeep anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. There's a Sylvan Advocate. But we get turn 4 6/6 Death Touch, which is going to be nice. Whoa, get out of here. that Sylvan Advocate decided to haunt us, but I guess we do have the Henny's expertise, so we could even go like expertise putting in Sylvan Advocate. That couldn't, if it depends how many creatures he plays, but that is an option. Ooh, never mind. I just realised we can Gitrog plus Sylvan Advocate because Gitrog allows you to play 2 lands, which is a ability I admit I do forget about. This thing costs 5, so you can't kill it in response. So yeah, I'm fine with this. But yeah, this is actually going to be a disgusting turn. Yeah, I always forget Gitrog allows you to play 2 lands. I always just... He's so good without it in like a grindy mid-range matchup. So... Getting off 3 damage, play you, play Gitrog. And then of course the cost reduction means Sylvan Advocate only costs 1, so... Yeah, that was a pretty good turn. We just played a 6/6 Death Touch and a Sylvan Advocate, and we get to flip over Dustwatcher, allowing us to dig for more fuel here. So that was a pretty powerful player. I do think so myself. Get to sacrifice a land next turn and draw 2 more cards. So I think we're in a good situation here. Depends what our opponent does, of course. He could, I don't know, what would be Boral's expertise would be pretty good. That would be quite the power switch. But I guess we'll see what he does. I don't know, I love Gitrog Monster, I really do. I never got to play with it enough because I just didn't think black-green has ever been in the situation like too powerful. But I do love the card, and the ability is very powerful. Like this was essentially a turn 4 6/6, which he has to remove, otherwise I start drawing double cards a turn. It's going to end the game. It will end the game if you can't remove it very, very fast. And he's clearly in the tank. He's thinking, what do I attack? Because if I attack, I get the energy to a lightning bolt his Sylvan Advocate. Nature's Way. Oh, now he gets to do both. He's going to get to kill Sylvan Advocate plus kill my Dustwatch, and he gets Vigilance. So that was a surprisingly good play for him, because now he's got 5 energy. Well, he would have had 5 energy even if he attacked. You can kill this thing before it becomes a 6/6. But I mean, yep, that's what I thought. Either way though, I still think I'm winning this race. Because I mean, he attacks, he has Vigilance, he gets back up to 2 energy. Unless he has another bounce spell here. Dispel. There we go. There we go. This game is on. He's down to 1 card in hand, but I guess we get to play Gitrog into 2 lands, and then we're still not in a terrible situation. The thing I found with blue-green aggro, which I'm assuming this is blue-green aggro, is that they do play some good spells and stuff, but they never really... I've got to do it like this, don't I? To make sure I leave it green. But they play a bunch of good spells and stuff, but they never really pressure you very quickly. As you can see, I'm still on 15 life. Well, apparently you can see, I don't know, but apparently extra land is what you see instead. But yeah, I mean, he's down to 2 cards in hand. He's gonna get 6 energy shields. So I guess this Druid of the Cowl just dies, but I'm not too upset about that. I've got quite a lot of lands going for us anyway. And then so he's down to 1 card now. Yeah, but we do know now that he runs bounce spells. He runs a couple prey upon effects, I guess. So he does run a removal in his deck. This Druid of the Cowl is gonna die, but I'm not too worried about that. Like I said, I've only got like 7 lands out, so there's not too many spells in my deck that... I mean, like you saw, the highest I go is 6, so well, things have looked... But he does get me down to 10 here, but we're going to draw 2 cards here, which is nice. I'll sacrifice a black mana. Well, that's unfortunate, but I guess we get the land down. Attack for 6. Hopefully I want him to spend his energy to kill this thing, and then or if ideally he activates a creature. Okay, I'm fine with that. I think now I have to blow the Henny's expertise, because he can attack with Lumber and Falls. That would be 3/5. So that's getting a bit too low. Plus the Dynavolt Tower. So I don't want to get too much lower here, but conveniently we can just do this. Although he can kill the Gitrog monster now. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Damage is done. we will move on. Yeah, I misplayed this badly. But to be fair, we were going down to... Yeah, he's just going to kill our Gitrog here. Might as well get my land out. Yeah, I was... Well, I mean, we're both playing off the top of our decks, and I do think I run a better top end. So, I guess in that sense, it's just going to be playing off the top of our decks. I have seen quite a lot of land, 3, 7, 8, 9. So, I mean, we've seen quite a bit, decent selection of our land here, and unfortunately, I don't think any of his instants here are that particularly good. He gets... Yeah, he only gets like fail push. That's not going to be too good, so... This first one wasn't quite a whiff, but it was nearly there. I whiff. Do I attack with my land? I don't think I do. I think I need to keep it back on defense for his Lumbering Falls, if he ever goes for that. Okay, so what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11 lands in the top 21 is... Yeah, 11 lands in the top 21 isn't too great, but... I will absolutely make this trade if he attacks. That Lumbering Falls is like the biggest threat right now, so... And he doesn't have the energy, so unless he goes like Aether Hope, he can't kill this thing. Primal Bellow? That... Okay, shit, are we dead? No. Why is he running Primal Bellow? What? No, that's going to be like +1. It works here, but that's terrible. He's running Aether Hopes as well, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. So he is drawing 2 hits, I'll say, because that allowed him to have the energy to kill our creature there. Yeah, it was +1. Such a powerful card. But, no. He should just be running, like, Blossom in defense if he's going to be running a pump spell. Whiff. Okay, that's not a whiff, that's actually pretty good. So, we do need to close out this game relatively fast, though, because if he starts getting energy for this thing, we're on a 3-turn clock just at the Dynamo Tower. But he has hit 2 in a row, and I've only hit 1 out of 3, so logically, I should see a Rishkar's Expertise off the top, he should see a land here, and I'll just win the game, and we'll all laugh about that little silly misplay of killing the Gitrog, and we'll get on with our merry lives. But something tells me he hasn't whiffed, and he's gonna play like a Gaia's Revenge. It's not possible. He's gonna go black land. Okay, oh, come on, that fucking Christ. What's he getting? Disperse probably. So Nature's Way. No, Nature's Way isn't an instant. See, yeah, the only target is Disperse, which isn't actually the worst thing in the world, in all seriousness. And that thing does have Flash, so it probably would have been wise if he'd waited. But he has hit 3 out of 3 now, because Talent have again given the energy. So, like I said, we run Planeswalkers, Obnixilis, Nissa. Although, admittedly, Actually, Nissa wouldn't be too bad. He's gonna bounce his own thing. That would be cool. That's about my only out here. Okay. Eldritch Evolution off the top, so then I could play this thing, get Noxious Gearhulk, kill this thing, gain 6 life. Come on. There's so many different good cards we could draw here. That's okay, actually. I don't know why he wants to tap all my green. Tap all my black. I don't really need black here. I guess I'm not going to be activating it anyway, so... okay. Eventually he will hit land, and we will be able to stabilize, because we're like 1 turn of him blanking, off us stabilizing. Because then we get to activate Dustwatch a couple times, and then nope, there's a Bristling Hydro. Okay, yeah, we've lost this game. He is. I just couldn't beat the top decks. We were both playing off the top of our deck, and let's just say his has been more kind. Where's the Thriving Turtles now? That's my argument. But we will absolutely block with the... I don't even know what we're looking for at this point. I really don't. But I need to make this block because we can't get much lower than this. And then we have to hope for something good off the top like Nissa. Liliana's not going to do it here. Actually, she can minus. What can she bring back? She can minus to bring back Guiltleaf Winnower. That kills it. That kills that thing. But then he just has the energy. We need him to blow his energy first, main. Well, thank you, sir. Oh no, he's going to kill Lily. Never mind. We do have top decks, again. We do have our top decks in our deck. Eldritch Evolution. What's in our deck? We can get some for 4, we can get Treasure Keeper. Kalitas is in the graveyard. I think we activate this once. Seems good to me, and then we try and like hit, I don't know what we're looking for here. Rexage is good. So is Green Warden. How much mana do we have? 5. So you can get Green Warden, and then we are in a pretty decent situation. Green Warden with Eldritch Evolution seems pretty nice. So yeah. Rexage would be nice because I killed this thing, or I could kill his Dynavolt Tower, but I think Green Warden here. At Green Warden costs 6. Green Warden costs 6. Green Warden costs 6, you know? Did anyone else know that? Green Warden costs 6. Please miss. Once, please. Please. I'm begging. If you miss this turn, I might have a chance, but I don't deserve it though. Okay, he's activating Lumber and Falls, he might have missed. Oh. Oh. I have to jump. I go down to 6 here. A Green Warden. I can get back. I don't even know what I'm getting back. We don't really have any life gain going. Oh, he did miss, to be fair. But I think the damage has been done after this series of misplays. Or the Druid Cowl might give me another blocker, which is nice. So we can get 2 mana, so we can get... I think the players to get back Rexage to kill his Dynavolt Tower. For next turn anyway. And then we have to hope he blanks once more. And then we just have, we have to hope he blanks more than us. And then Rexage kills the tower, and then Green Warden trades off, and then we can get back probably the Kalitas or something, just for the life gain, or maybe even Hell on Time is not a miss. I don't know. I don't deserve this at this point. Like before I was getting slightly annoyed, but I've already accepted that I didn't deserve this game after that shit show. That was that Green Warden after that Gitrog. I mean, maybe I stand by killing the Gitrog there. I was taking a lot on the crackback. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked in the first place, but I was taking a lot on the crackback, and my deck can top deck better than his. It just hasn't. I don't know. You can activate the land and attack still. Yeah, so if he attacks, we can trade off we can trade off Green Warden, and then looking at our graveyard, what's the best find? Kalitas or Gilt Leaf seem like the best find to me. Just another removal spell if he plays a creature that dies to it. Gather the pack. Okay. I think Kalitas has to be the find here, just because if he attacks anyway. So he gets Electrostatic Pummeler. Got to keep that in mind. Well, we can kill that with Rexage, but then we've got to kill this thing. This thing is bigger importance, I think. That's just unblockable damage. So we need him to... basically what we need here is for him to trade off. We need him to trade off. You can actually play that Electrostatic Pummeler, and I think... I don't know, I don't even know what's happening anymore. I don't even know where I am, I don't know my name, I don't know anything about me. But we don't know his last card in hand, I don't think. Maybe we do. I didn't even pay attention. I've lost all hope. I don't deserve anything. But I think we need a good top deck here. Gilt Leaf, he's got the energy. He can't really attack. If I'm him, I just sit back and then I just go for the Dynavolt Tower kill. Ideally, he wastes his energy from the Dynavolt Tower on the Druid of the Cowl, attacks, and then I can go Kalitas, Rexage, and then hopefully stabilize. But like I said, we are not exactly favourites at this point here. Although, I mean, there's lots of good draws on the deck, but there's also equally a lot of bad draws at this point, and he's not attacking. So I guess we can get him in a nice situation where he has to decide whether to give small land. Okay, so what's the target here? Electrostatic Pummeler or Dynavolt Tower? And I think the answer is Dynavolt Tower. So he's gonna probably just burn us for 3. We've gone on 3 life here, and then he's got 1 card in hand. We can chump, so unless he draws something with Trample, like a Nature's Way, then I'm gonna keep the land in hand for Tireless Tracker. And then we just sit back, and then again, he's got 3 attackers, we have 3 blockers. Because including his Lumbering Falls, so he needs something to tip the pendulum. Okay, that thing, now we can activate that thing once, still only once. And you can... I don't know what we're looking for here, but hopefully we find it. that would be ideal, I'd say. I mean, we have so many good draws in the deck. Really do. Like, Noxious Gearhulk here would be fantastic. It actually wouldn't be that great, because you can just give it Hexproof, but... Guiltleaf Winner would be nice. Hell, even a second Yahenni's Expertise wouldn't be too bad for us. Planeswalkers, Obnixilis, Nissa, Woodland Bellower. He's not attacking, but he's kind of lost his reach, and as long as we don't whiff this turn, we're okay. Well, ask for Yahenni's Expertise. The problem here is actually we're dead on board unless he misplays, because he can activate Lumbering Falls and this thing won't die with the energy if he pays the energy into it. So I think we have to bluff him here, and bluff him here and hope he blocks, and then we sacrifice our entire field, we get back Kalitas, and then that can eat that thing. But we need him to block with this, because if we just... Because Green Warden can block that thing, but we die to the next turn to that thing, so I think we just have to go all out. And hope he makes a block. Or alternatively, that can have... That was best case scenario. Okay, if he blocks with... the Bristling Hydra, we might stand a chance. If he doesn't, we just lose. But he might be scared of a pump spell. That's kind of what I'm playing for. Okay, block, block, block. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, we don't even have to blow the air. And he's paying the energy? Nice. Why is he paying the energy? Yes, he's scared of some sort of combination here. So I'm gonna get back. This is actually good. We can get back Kalitas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we have enough. We have enough mana for it. This is gonna be amazing. So we play out Kalitas. Leave up double black. No! I did it in the wrong order! Oh! I tried to play out Kalitas, but I got the cards mixed up. Fuck! Shit, wang, twat. Oh! Oh my god, I literally was trying to play Kalitas first, but I missed because they look similar. He missed a land, okay. Okay, come on, come on. Stay composed, land off the top, but we're gonna gain 3 life here. I'm not playing around Geyser Wrench. Okay, I was meant to have 2 zombies and then I have life gain. He'd be on a 2-turn clock. Gonna keep this land in hand, okay. Oh no, I knew what I was doing. That's not even like a misplay, that's just like a misclick. Jesus Christ. How much more land is in our deck? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, come on. 1 whiff. Rishkar's Expertise. Guiltleaf Winnower. Do I play it out? I think I do because it puts him on a 2-turn clock. And you could just play a creature that doesn't do anything. I think I have to play it out. Unless he has a counter spell. Don't have drawn a counter spell. Don't you dare have you drawn a counter spell in your deck that has not played anything at instant speed so far, apart from Torrential Gearhulk and a Talon Time. Don't you dare. Don't you dare play out a Confirmed Suspicion on me. Okay, good. Okay, for a minute there I thought that trigger was mandatory and I was gonna cry. Luckily it isn't. Okay. So he blanks one more turn, we win. And then oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, he doesn't blank, but he has to chump. He has to chump, and we get the zombie from it. And that's his last card's a fog. He goes down to 1 life here. Goes down to 1 life and we get a zombie if he doesn't have anything, which I don't think he does. And we, of course, we're in a situation where we can still top deck. If we top deck a removal spell, we win. Nissa works as well, but we might as well do that. Actually, we do it now to see if we can top deck into the removal spell. Like a Ob Nixilis or a like an Ob Nixilis or a. Or do we just make the token? No, because he has to chump, and he can't really kill us on the backswing. So I think we just do it like this, and we plus Nissa. Because we plus Nissa, yeah. We'll plus a Nissa because he has to jump unless he has anything. I don't think he has anything. Telestracker can now act as a blocker as well. So, let's see what he has. So he should go down to 1 life here unless he has some sort of instant speed action. Okay, and that's the block he has to make. He can't make any other block. Okay, now we have the zombie. Now we can play Telestracker. And I can't, there's not much that we can lose the game from here. Thing the ice. Each needs to chain 4 cantrips. Including an expedite. I think we've got this. But I'm not taking any chances. Overworld Mysteries will play a you out in a second. Sorry if my opponent thinks this is bad manners, but I'm sorry at this point I'm not taking any chances here. I need as much going for me as possible. Okay. So we got there, I think. He's taking the damage. Fog? No. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh god. You know what, I'm gonna call it there. I'm not even playing the second game. I'll probably showcase this deck off a bit later, once it's maybe a bit more fine-tuned, but I can't play any more Magic after that. I am traumatized, to say the least. I misplayed so badly, I got unlucky at so many points, I misclicked, that was stressful, I'm genuinely exhausted. But I hope you guys enjoyed, because I sure as hell didn't. And on that bombshell, I will see you guys later.